Yo, 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 it's your boy Brayden doing a franchise video. And yes, I'm not on rookie, I'm on pro. I'm doing pretty good. So like, if you guys are new here, make sure you like, subscribe. I haven't been doing on YouTube because I do on Facebook. If you haven't followed me on Facebook, it's Brayden Streams. BRAIDEN space streams. You should know how to spell streams.
On first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Going deep here for... He's got him in.
Touchdown.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 7
I got to try. If I make this, you'll have to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And go follow me on Facebook. Alright, only if I make this, okay? I mean, okay. So you guys have to do it right now. It's bad luck for the rest of 2020 and 21. So, if I was you guys, I would want good luck for the next 2 years. So, like, yeah. Or else the splitter will be in your face. So,
it's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
we're going to be doing a 4-hour stream, maybe. No, not a 4-hour stream. That's 5 o'clock in the morning. Maybe a 2-hour stream, okay?
Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
That guy would have lost yardage a lot. Sorry guys, I started like that, but
that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up and run some.
I forgot what I was gonna say. So, oh, that guy would have lost more yards if I tackled him.
Now it's 3rd and 10. And the defense
we might do an hour stream. That's it. But you know, your boy is undefeated.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Get out of here, mate. If you watch this at school, mate, I swear to God, I will punch you in your face. It's like, Nathan, much love, homie.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Steelers offense now get ready to head back on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
2nd down following the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got some space here. And
First down. First down.
Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
I'm going to get a first down. If I do, you have to like, follow. Follow the Facebook
now
page.
The rookie from Pitt. This is
Oh,
James
I made it.
Conner.
I made it.
And the
You guys haven't seen it, okay?
He gets it across
Here. You guys haven't seen it.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage,
Oh,
so they can
no
get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Big Ben finding Hayward Bay to get the Steelers the first. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up. Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs. Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace. And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Let's go! Green 39! They're running it.
Here's Mallet. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Mallet now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think? And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Open now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go again with Davis. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Daniel McCullers breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense?
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Take it at the 37. He won't go down. A minute 52 left to play in this second quarter. Back to Heinz Field after this. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are down.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Dancing to his under pressure now, and he's going to go down.
We're trying to fucking get our goals up, bro.
Benson Mayowa in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They're shoving his way inside the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10. Martavis Bryant and the offense getting set to go again here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Partner, I think a lot of people thought that Baltimore would draft at least one runner. In fact, they didn't take any skill position players in the draft. So I think a lot's still going to fall on Terrence West.
Well, he did have over 1,000 yards from scrimmage last year, a career high. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has a slide and find open space to throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He'll drop it underneath for Woodhead. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact.
All right, chat. See you guys. Have a good night. Peace.